Hello. After attending a conference for 2 days, I realized that I had 20 missed calls from the same person. I got two ideas. Either is something really, really terrible has happened, or is there a really, really crazy person. I decided to call back and realize there's actually a third option. It could be an entrepreneur. My name is Sarah Hamlin, I work at E.ON, and together with Kenneth, we're going to share our story, what happened after the phone call. Let's see. Yes, I run at E.ON, just a little bit of background first. I run the accelerator Agile that E.ON runs. It started out in Germany in 2013. And 3 years later, we started in Sweden, the Nordic market. Together, we have accelerated 150 startups all over Europe. We also accept internal innovation ideas, but mainly focus on the external ones. And we have focus also on the early and mid-stage startups. The idea from the beginning was to transfer our own culture. We were very traditional, done the business the same way, but the market was changing, so should we. But also to find new business models, obviously. The idea with the accelerator is that we have it at Mink. We will invite the CEO at Mink after this presentation to discuss it some more, why we chose to be there and what's the benefit of that. We also have given the startups 30,000 euros, and that's a key appointment with OurGreen Car, actually, because we want them to focus 100%. We don't want them to bootstrap or to give time and effort in order to secure soft money to applications. Obviously, they get our expertise in the energy sector. They get an E.ON mentor, but they also get mentors and coaching from the startup community, focusing on the business development and everything you need in an accelerator. And the office space is at Mink, and that is where Thomas, who made the call to me, is actually the other co-founder at OurGreen Car, and he's a serial entrepreneur, and he was at Mink at the moment, and that's how we met. OurGreen Car wasn't even a company at that time. It was an idea that these three co-founders had. We had never accepted any startup in that early stage. We want them to be a little bit more on track and have traction and stuff. But something just caught my eye. It was the gut feeling in the end. They had the timing. They had a really interesting idea. And we really, really liked the team.
Thank you.
Yeah. And but what do you do?
Well, I'm Kenneth Falk. I'm one of the co-founders of OurGreen Car. So the one that made all those calls where you didn't want to pick up the phone after like 10, 12 times was actually Thomas, the CEO of OurGreen Car. He's sitting in the back there. He's a bit ashamed, but it's all right. One of the success bits is definitely to be hungry and just to get it on. So OurGreen Car, we provide, so there's, I'm the one to the left, and we've got Magnus in the middle and Thomas to the right. So this started out as an idea for like 2 years ago. We sat and had a lunch, and we thought about the mobility solutions in Sweden. And we said that it seems like Sweden is pretty much in a monopoly situation with one huge carpooling share service in Sweden. Somebody should try to establish something that's a bit more oriented with sustainability and alternative vehicles as well. So that's where the idea OurGreen Car got born. Oh, that's the wrong. Sorry, I'm holding it the wrong. There we go. So this is pretty much what we do. We create vehicle pool solutions for dedicated groups of people. So that could be a company, it can be a new real estate, it could be pretty much anybody that's has a travel intense in some way activity where you could provide vehicles that the people in this group share. They book it with an application, they unlock the vehicles with a mobile phone and such. So we have electrical cars, bicycles, scooters, so lots of alternative vehicles, because you don't always need a car to take yourself from A to B. We take care of everything when it comes to washing, cleaning, tire change, services, 24-hour support. We pretty much do everything that you traditionally do when you own your own vehicle. So we're reducing the reason to actually have your own vehicle in the company or in that real estate you're living in. And one of the big things that we're definitely doing right today that is well met in the market is that we work with the behavioral change very much. Traditionally, you have a company setting out a vehicle pool solution, a carpool or such, and they point out that the car is over there, and you go on to the web and read about how to use it, and that's pretty much it. So to be able to actually transform people's behavior in using these vehicles as the way we should and want, we really have to hold the customers in the hand and actually help them, to show them, to get them to try out the vehicles, give them 2 free hours, and actually call back to a lot of the customers just asking, have you started using the vehicles yet? Can we help you in any way? So yeah, that's pretty much the idea. So I have to speed up here. One of the first thing we did was we sent the idea was born. We actually took forward this system so we can unlock the cars and everything, and we applied to the E.ON accelerator named Agile. And that's the bit where Thomas comes in. We applied, and he rang and he rang and rang and rang, and Sarah stopped picking up the phone, and I said, "Hey, I think we're screwed." Actually, she doesn't want to pick up the phone, and Sarah's a very busy woman. We didn't know, but anyway, after like 20 calls, she picked up, and things worked out pretty well from there, and we got into the accelerator. So what happened after that was we went out, started to sell our idea, because that's pretty much what we do. We sell, and we started off good. We made there we go, sorry, there we go. That's a headline, like a couple of months into our journey, and this is where we start trembling a bit, but we also knew that we have something here that the markets want. So yeah, from there on, everything went really well, I would say. You provided us with contacts, customers, business development, a lot of components that we actually needed at that point. Those 5 months in the accelerator was really intense, definitely. We had to do the same sales as in the same time that we attended the accelerator.
But I think that we were really impressed about you got actually deals from other big corporates. In those, you created the company when you started Accelerator, more or less.
Yeah.
You went in full time. You were able to do that because we support you with money. But then you did all the work. And over those 5 months, you got 2 other large corporates as your customers.
Yeah. One is E.ON.
No, that's the third one.
Sorry,
that's the third
I've lost count.
And so it was very impressive, and we thought it was very good timing. And so, I mean, yeah, we became a customer, and then we realized that we can work with the business unit within E.ON to actually have joint offers to customers, both your customers and our customers. And yeah, that's
for example.
You want to talk about that? Or? Yeah.
Definitely. So the synergy was definitely there. E.ON provided with charging points, and we with a pool solution. So as soon as we started talking with customers that wanted the vehicle pool solution, but they didn't have any charging points, well, we just made them call E.ON. And as soon as E.ON talked with companies that wanted charging points, they asked them, hey, is a carpool something that you might need in your organization? So that was a really good trade-off, and the accumulation of that is actually what you see on the slide here, Easy Green Living, which now is like a turnkey ready solution with everything for a new developer of a real estate, from everything that sits on the roof, the solar cells, accumulators, batteries, to the things that stands on the ground or in the basement, the vehicles which we provide. So this has been a huge success success for E.ON, and we're part of it, which is absurd after such a short time, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So I think that's the last slide.
Thank you so much, Sara and Kenneth.